Gotcha.
Hey everyone, it is Bestie and Lisa the Purple Dahlia.
Girl, are we where we're supposed to be? Because mine just said not live. I came
We're
across
live.
the screen. Okay, just checking because I don't know what the hell happened. Hey,
Yes, that's live.
everybody. It's Lisa the Purple Diet, not your average medium from Fitchburg, Massachusetts. I'm a natural born psychic medium. My cat will not be dancing across the screen tonight because they're all upstairs, and so is the puppies. Missed you guys. Thursday nights, we're still juggling around for Beyond the Paranormal Interests, and we're going to try to do some readings and get it going early so that we can try to end it on time. And then this girl who hasn't been to bed in like 4 days, can't tell them I have too much caffeine, is going to sleep. And I did get a new car. It's a very nice
Think
car.
they're on a name yet?
Nope. I don't have a name yet.
Uh,
Can't close the car that she'll be renamed nameless. I'm like, all right. And then I was thinking about it, and I was thinking about it, and I was thinking about it. I think we're going to have to take a vote. It's either going to be Ouija or it's going to be da 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 karma.
I like that.
Because she's stealthy like that.
Hi, Bonnie.
Hello, Bonnie. Yeah, we're starting a little early because my butt is dragging. Like, literally, I think I've now at like 4 or 5 days no sleep. And when I say no, I mean no sleep.
They're all turning.
We're up and out of here at 6 a.m. And I did some walking. And I
See, everybody's saying karma. Everybody is saying karma.
That's what I'm
Bonnie,
thinking.
Rebecca.
And
Hi,
and
Julie.
karma's not a bad thing because how many times do you hear me say it? Like, get yourself some good karma credits, right?
Yeah.
And isn't that how I made it home from Virginia with some good karma credits? So yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how many good karma credits
Hello,
I have.
Eileen. Hello,
Hi,
Rebecca. Oh, honey, you got sainthood in the penthouse suite up there. I wouldn't worry about it. Hi, Julie. Who did I miss? Who
hi
did I miss? Hey,
Kathy.
Kathy.
Pretty much you've gotten everybody so far.
Okay, so the status with the Hercules yarn is it's supposed to be being delivered. Supposed to be. But they also said that my local stores had it and they didn't. And it's this color here. It's a different, it's like a bunch of yellows. Probably do it this way.
Hi, Colleen. And Rebecca says, yes, it's a good thing. Hello from Oregon.
And then, I don't know if anybody knows, Red Heart has a new one. So they come in red. This is cherry speckle. There's a blue one. There's a pink one. There's a like a turquoise one, and then it says it's white, but it's not really white. I say it's cream. So if you haven't seen it yet, it is the bomb diggity. It looks like jelly beans.
Yeah.
And so somebody was asking me why I was doing another rainbow blanket if it was for Rita. It's not. It's official. She's now after gone into the second trimester. I'm going to be a Nana come February.
Whoop, whoop. Yay.
And I'm like over the moon. And like, if you don't know how I mean over the moon, Bestie, am I freaking
Just so you guys know, you're the first ones on her social media platform on Live Paranormal and the Purple Dahlia page to find out about it.
Listen, when I was told, like, I literally lost it. Now, granted, I'm not the one carrying the baby. I'm not the one having the baby, but I might as well be because she didn't need a cheering section because she had this wing girl here. And I was like, yeah. And I guess they were kind of hesitant, thinking I'd be like, oh. And I was full force, like, hell yeah.
Right?
So, and that's just how I am. I don't care if you're married. I don't care, like, what religion you are. It's a miracle. And this is your option, your one opportunity to be a hero in a child's life. Do it right and leave something good of yourself in society. You know what I mean? And she works with autistic children. I mean, and he's a welder and he loves children. So like, it's awesome. I know. The question is that the ultrasound kind of had a shadow on it. I'm just gonna say it had a shadow. Or it didn't. We don't know. And
Bonnie
so she said, can we host a party at your house? And I said, sure, which me in translation, it means you're not lifting a finger because you're the baby mama, you're pregnant. And she's like, no, I'm going to help. So I made a list and we met for brunch today. And I show up and her list, like my list that she didn't even know I made, were identical. And then,
Well, me and Bessie were gonna put it together, do
right.
everything, and nope,
And the
she already got
waitress
it.
comes over and she's like, can I get you guys something to drink? And Maria and I both said the same thing, water and lemonade. And like Cameron and Scott were like, all right, now you're freaking us out. We're like, what? Listen, my expertise is in birthday parties, things of that nature, doing bridal showers and stuff like that. I ain't never heard of a baby reveal, like, I'm sorry, gender reveal. Like, I didn't know what the hell that was. So, yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Yeah, we'll be on for a little while, Bonnie. I mean, how long? You're not taking like an 80-mile hike, right?
Virginia says, congratulations, you are over the moon, finally.
I am so stinking excited. It's like, I'm so excited.
I know.
So the thing is that like it's a private party because I got my invite yesterday and it says like, and only the people that are invited. If I get to play doorman, I'm gonna get like bracelets or something. I have no idea. I found a pink.
Oh man, that means I can't come.
You can come. I got a pink baby bottle and a blue baby bottle. I was trying to find a yellow one. I couldn't find one. So, and those I'm gonna put at like the little bar-ish area. But then some of my people that I know from where I used to live are coming up. They're making the trip up, so it's gonna be pretty fun. It's gonna be pretty fun. And my bestie's supposed to be coming. Hi.
Supposed to, if all goes to plan.
It is that long weekend, So Sunday, September 3rd, there will be no show. I might try to go live. We could try to go live. So we met for brunch, and then we walked into because we're on a waiting list. So we went over to the mystical spiritual store, and we weren't even there 3 minutes. And this woman's like, "You look awfully familiar," and I'm like, "Okay." I hear that all the time. It's like she's a psychic. And then she's like, "Oh." She was asking me about smudge because her son's an empath. And I was like, yeah, and I use liquid smudge. And she's like, oh, did you get it here?
I know that.
Go, here? And Maria goes, oh, they sell it here. And I go, is it Bitch Be Gone? And she goes, no. And I go, oh, then it's not mine. And then Maria's like, yeah, well, we're doing this and that. And she's like, oh, she goes live on Sunday nights. And she goes, you do under what name? She asked me to do business card. Now, I have my little itty bitty purse. That's all I had on me. It was hot. And I couldn't find a business card. I'm like, it's really easy though, Purple Dahlia. So like, I'm sure those people are thrilled to have me doing business in their shop because I guess earlier in the day they had like a psychic party or something like that. But it was wall-to-wall Ouija boards, and then I got a little piece of obsidian. I mean, it's this tiny, and it's carved, and it looks like a woman. It's like you see those busts that's just neck to the thighs, and it's a woman. It is gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I got the window thing. It's not a dream catcher. It's well, we did get a
sun catcher.
Yes, a sun catcher, but it's a witch with purple hair.
Oh, girl, stop playing.
Not playing. We got it. It's hanging in my kitchen window.
Oh, you're gonna show me that later.
Yeah. So
are we? We're
my
still
daughter
planning on
was
going
like,
to Betsy's, right?
We'll be over earlier earlier that morning to help you cook and stuff. And I just sort of looked at her. My son's like, ooh, and I'm like, what? I'm sorry.
Oh no.
She's like, to help you cook. I go, you already baking something.
Your job is Cam and Ria okay with us coming up? Me and John?
Yes. I said, okay. You're letting something bake. I said, your only issue should be is that, hey, Lisa, I can't lift that cupcake or whatever. I said, because I'll help you. So the whole time I got her like this as she's walking, and Cameron's like, really? Maria's laughing. I'm like, wait, did that witch just give you a side eye? And she's like, oh God. And I'm like, I got you. I back it up. Across the crosswalk, and the guy's like edging up and go, hey, that's my grandbaby.
Right.
Cameron's like, oh
All
my God.
right. So let's get who do we have on? I know we have Kathy, Virginia,
Okay,
Bonnie's
we
gonna be back.
have a Rebecca. Okay, let
Kelly.
me just from the beginning. So to recap, we have Bonnie, Julie, Rebecca, Eileen, because everybody loves Eileen, Kathy Newman, Rebecca Jensen, Colleen Conway Roman. Hello. Rebecca Jensen, I already said that. We have the North Alberta on fire now in major effects. And oh my God, British Columbia is on fire again. It's really bad. California had a major earthquake earlier, and they're expecting a hurricane. So please, everybody, pray for Rob and stuff. I don't want to eat up cell phone towers, especially when people are checking on like their immediate loved ones. But let's all just keep a good thought for our friends out
Yeah.
in California.
We have Kathy Bostwick. And Brooke is on.
Brookie!
Oh, Brooke, what did you miss? Let's
Hello,
just say
Kelly Meyer.
Brookie Lisa's gonna
Virginia.
be a nana.
Well, I don't know if I'm a Nana, a Gigi, a Gaga, a Lala. I don't know. I ran out of
A
names.
Mimi.
Yeah, a wee wee, whatever. Listen, she can call me whatever she wants, or he, whatever they're having, because we have the
Right.
baby. Is it a baby reveal or gender reveal?
A gender reveal.
Okay, so what she's doing different. So you remember that keychain I showed your mom? That keychain?
You'll have to remind me after.
Woo-ha! That keychain?
Oh, that keychain?
That keychain, they have confetti, and that will be what's going to display the thingy. Listen, I saw it, and I was like, because they had them at the spiritual store, and they're like made out of egg, and I'm like, do you want one? I'll get you one if you want. She's like, oh, I want this
Right.
bookmark, and it looks just like the stuff that Jess makes. And I was like, I'll indulge you this one time. I said, but from now on, we get the stuff from my people because I don't know why these people have been. Okay.
Yeah.
So I got it, and then I smudged it
Right.
really quick. I don't know. Like, listen, my mother
called them Kit Kat.
was Nana, and then she went to Nan because my kids felt it wasn't cool enough to be called Nana. But my mother rocked it all, and then she just became Rita or Reeds. I said so. Yeah,
Brooke says
I
I
don't like the
always
name.
like Gigi
I
or
don't like
Mimi.
the name Mimi. Listen, Mimi's not for me because I have a sister that's named Amy, and no way in hell am I going to be referred to as her. Oh, I forgot. She really wants grandbabies, and good things
You
come to
got
those that
this.
are really good at dating. Yeah, I'll be there. Hello, Josie. I don't know what a
So,
Gigi is. I
all
didn't
right.
even know what a Gaga was, but I always went by Auntie Lala. So Nana, Lala, whatever, it's fine. Whatever the
Well,
child
I
wants to
know
be.
I used to call my great grandma Gigi.
Does it have to be a G though? Can't we like find another name, like something similar but doesn't have an M in it? Like I'm just saying. Hi, Steve. Oh, and by the way, I got a car. It's a 2020 Ford Edge. It is a sweet ride, and it didn't have a name, and I was stuck between Groot, Maverick, Ouija, and Karma, but I think Karma kind of fits because she's stealthy.
Karma.
Brookie,
Never
my
see her coming.
always called me Lala because they couldn't call me Lisa because they couldn't say it. And then I had an auntie Lala
Hi, Steve.
who's passed over, but she was my favorite auntie. Oh no, it is slate gray. Here's the thing. The truck that I wanted, my husband said, oh, they don't have a blue one. No, they did. But we just didn't drive it. So I test drove two cars, and I knew when they pulled the second car in the lot that was mine. I knew. No, Ford. I drive a Ford.
All her cars are Fords, Steve.
No, you don't have to hard sell me on that. I will only drive a Ford. So, and why? Because they didn't ask for a government handout. They stopped producing cars, and they produced PPEs during the pandemic for all the first responders. And they also, when they made layoffs, they said, we understand that you have to find a job. when the economy returns, we will hire you back with a raise. So for me, Henry Ford, thank you. Thank you.
So
But my
let's.
but my Betty died on the way down to go pick up my car. So I had to call AAA. So there was a lot of stress, and yeah, I haven't been eating or sleeping. So yeah.
So let's get into these readings. That way we can get you
Well,
to
tell your
bed.
son I said thank you for working for Ford. I appreciate all his hard work. But yeah, shout out to Colonial Ford in Marlborough, Massachusetts, who hooked us up, and they couldn't have been any sweeter and nicer. And we bought 2 cars in one day.
The salesman was happy.
Listen, because mine died. We waited for AAA. We get my husband's car, and that thing overheated. And then as soon as we arrived, like we made it in like on a lick and a prayer, like, whoo! Somebody take a hose and cool this car off because it was steaming. It was like, oh my god.
Yeah, well, right, Brooke? That's what I said. His eyes like bugged out, she said.
Well,
And they
because
said
he's
they were
like,
getting both cars.
so is there another car I can show you? And I'm like, no. And you didn't like the first one? I looked at my husband like, not really. And then he's like, well, what about this? And I'm like, okay. Pulls it. They bring it around. And I'm like, that's the car. And Scott goes, like, kind of like the other car. He goes, like, so we got to find something in the middle now. Scott goes, no. He goes, we'll take them both. That's how I shop. Okay. He doesn't usually shop that way. That's how I shop.
No Dodge.
Would have went with Dodge. No, I had a Dodge once. The CEO of Dodge and I became very good friends. And and then I didn't pick that car. Husband picked that car. When I say I only drive Fords.
Brooke goes, adopt me.
Listen,
Brooke, you're already adopted into our
you
fam.
you want to pay for Brantley and Nickelback next week? Not this coming week, the following week at Hershey. You buy the tickets, I'll drive. Is that a deal? I'll drive.
Right? So, anyway, let's get into the readings. Who would
Okay.
like a reading? One specific question.
Now
I
here's
will
the
be
thing.
choosing randomly.
I want you to like, share, follow the page, turn the notifications on. Not just Live Paranormal, but Purple Dahlia Medium on YouTube and TikTok as well as my Facebook. When you turn the notifications on, you actually know when we're live. Like right now, if you look at the screen up in your top left-hand corner, it says live in red, then we're live. And as long as we're live, that one question is free. Not sort of free. Don't text me so I can ask for your social security number, your firstborn child. No. It's free. It's free. Okay. And one specific question keeps it fair. And just to make sure that it is staying fair, because I know some people see the other ones and they go, oh, I waited all night and she picked the same 3 people she picked the night before. I don't pick them. That means I can't Google it. I don't know which one Bestie's going to pick, but that's how we do it. Okay. And then don't forget, we do this again during the week with Jess, Paranormal Interests. Okay. And yes, Paranormal Interests will be on Live Paranormal on a weekly basis now, too. Congratulations. Who's cranking me?
Hey, Steve. Sorry, she won't adopt you because she adopted me. Just play.
Listen, the big joke is that in my family is that I'm adopted because I share nothing in common with my so-called siblings. You know what I share?
Right.
I share sunshine, joy, happiness, love, hugs, and good vibes all the way around, and good karma credits that I accrue all the time.
Well, then Bestie shall adopt me. Brooke, you adopted.
Listen, nothing says we can't come out with our own last name and decide what we want to be called, and I'm pretty sure FFO is going to work.
Yep. So, Michelle, what about love life? Do you want to know? Josie, there's always spirits around, so it's got to be more specific.
Listen, I could be a sassy girl, and I could be who is around me. Spirit. Well, the spirit's always around me. Yeah. Next question, because I'll go to somebody else. But I'm not like those people where you pay $2.99 a second, right? To keep asking questions and then they ignore you. I actually care and I don't Google. And I'm better than 85% on accuracy. I'm comfortable with 85. But Bessie, how accurate am I really?
99.9999999.
And listen, for all you men out there, no, I don't enjoy being right all the time. But guess what? I don't have a choice. Okay.
Right. So
So if you're
Michelle wants to
if you're
know.
new to the show, just so you're aware, because this happens when we do paranormal interest too. If I do this, or Bestie does this, or Kim or Jess does this, it means that there's a spirit around. So either I'm sensing it with one of the ladies, or it could be somebody that's in the comments. But I'll tell you. And I know this is going to come as a shocker. If I get something from spirit, I actually give it to you. If I don't get something, I tell you I don't get something. You know why? Because it's the truth. It doesn't mean you're never going to get read. No, it just means that this tiny splice of a second in time, spirit might not have had anything for you. But it doesn't mean I can't pull a card for you. So one specific question, love life, like is it going to be Mr. Right? Am I going to be taking a vacation? How's my car? Like things like that I can help. I cannot do doctor diagnostics. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nurse. I don't even play one on the weekends. Okay. I'm just me, and me works for me, and you should just do you. Is your ex coming back? Ooh, he is. But listen, you've had him come back now twice. Okay. Some call I ain't no holla back girl is what I keep hearing in my head right now. Listen, they're called exes for a reason. Like 3 strikes and you're out. He should have had 3 strikes a while ago. I'm actually kind of concerned, Michelle. So here's the thing. So usually I tell people if you're breaking up with somebody, ending a marriage, a friendship, it can be anything. It doesn't have to be like, a marriage. It can be your friendship. Like that's still a serious relationship. You need 6 to 8 weeks. 6 to 8 weeks to mourn, get yourself back mentally and physically, because you're not good to anybody else. And if you find somebody else, you're going to go from one crappy relationship to another. You're going to turn that new guy or new woman into what you just broke up with. Not intentionally, but because you have to do a whole lot of cord cutting and separate. You have to separate the boys from the girls. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to be like, all right, I don't need that. And if you keep making the same choices every time, you can't get the same answers every time. The same thing's going to keep happening. So pump your brakes, heal yourself, not because you want them back, heal yourself because you want to do better for you. There is nothing sexier to the opposite sex, the same sex, whatever team you're batting for, than confidence. Okay. But you need to be ready to move on before you get into the next relationship. And again, pump your brakes because you're building a foundation. I wouldn't want to live in a house if it has a crappy foundation. But do you want me to tell you who's coming into your future? Because I mean, the ex is coming back, but he ain't staying. He's not staying.
Oh boy.
Does she know
Let's
who's coming
see.
in her future or no? I'll wait. We got a second. And I get somebody remind me to drink water, please, because I'm so dehydrated. It's not even funny. Wow, somebody's blowing up my phone. Hold on. Please don't be one of my children.
It ain't me because we on.
I know. And where's Jazz? Just okay.
Jess is at work.
Okay, so that's not her blowing me up. So who's blowing me up? It's telling me that we're live. Okay, hey, we're live, which means that this isn't pre-recorded and this isn't Google. However, when you look up in the top left-hand corner where it's red, where it's over and it's not live, it's going to replay again, but it won't be in red. So that means it's not live. If it's not live, it's not free. If it's not free, we're not here. Okay, yes.
Michelle said sure.
Okay, so your ex has a little bit of a spending issue, like bills and accessories. He's really like like he's a shopper. Good quality stuff, but he's still a shopper. It feels like this new guy, not only is he good with finances, he got the money to spend if he wants to, and he can still pay his bills. He feels like he's going to be 5'9". He's got like, I don't want to say brown hair because it's more like it's like a dark mahogany colored hair. Like, would you call that brown or black or mahogany's the
Um,
closest I'm going to. He's physically fit, but he's a romantic, and this guy can cook. Listen, if I were you, I'd lose 10 pounds now because when he comes around, you're gonna be eating good, and you'll call us, right, and let us know what you had for dinner. Take a few photos. We're curious.
yeah, definitely. All right. Let's see. Kirsten Cummins.
Hello, Lynn. Hello, Catherine. Hello, Kirsten. Anybody else I missed? Regina.
Lynn Palmer.
Kristen Cummings. Just Scott G. Scott G. Who? Is that somebody?
That's she just put.
Okay, so it's not somebody
knows.
famous. Okay, because I'm thinking of somebody famous because I might not know. I might know them by face.
No, she just put first and last initial.
I have to be careful because after the Van Halen thing, my son didn't talk to me for a while. Like, don't read into anybody. I'm like, I'm not killing them.
Michelle says that sounds amazing.
Yeah. You'll be much happier. But again, 6 to 8 weeks. So that brings us up to
October, end of October.
End of October. So at the end of October, provided that you start taking care of yourself, getting enough rest, do some exercising. It doesn't have to be vigorous exercise, a walk, meditation. Get yourself right again. Get yourself back to ground zero. Put on the revengeful shoes, but get yourself back to, you have to have the breakup pizza, the ice cream, the whole thing before you can go looking for a new one, okay? And pump your brakes. Go slow. Rome wasn't built in a day, and if it was, I'm not sure I'd want to go.
So, right. For Kirsten, did Scott G know he was dying?
I want to say everybody now in retrospect, like hindsight's 2020, everybody in retrospect could see the little hints, clues that he was leaving. Did he know he was sick in the beginning? No. But he also didn't go rush into the doctor either, you know what I'm saying? Because he knew something was going to be really bad. However, did he know he was dying? He did. I don't think he knew. Listen, we don't get the exact date, the exact time, how it's going to happen. That's against the rules. So anybody who's telling you that, I'm just going to say thank you and you have a blessed night. I'm going to pray for you, you know, that kind of thing. But this man here, he did know. I guess 2 or 3 people might have figured it out, but by that point, he was already at the end anyways. Are you the one that he refers to as, like, you know, you could have worked for the FBI or the CIA because you're really good at figuring things out? Because he's like, only like 3 people figured it out. I want to say, like, you would have made a good FBI, like, profiler. Because he's telling me that you would, like, one of the 3 people that figured it out was you. You knew. Now, whether or not you called them out on it, like, I'll explain, like, I'm a psychic medium. I'm a natural born psychic medium. I might know that you're pregnant or holding a secret, but that's not my job to tell you that. You have to ask me first. And what's the rule, Bestie? If you ask,
she got to tell.
You got booted. Oh, that sounds painful. I run a library. Okay. Yeah, but like, so you're very knowledgeable and good with piecing stuff together because he's like, she could have been an informant, a profiler. Give her the unsolved cases. She will find the person that did it. Like, you're the one that solves the mystery like 2 minutes into the show. I respect that. But let's get a confirmation from him directly from Scott, okay? Scott, can you show me yes? Can you show me no? Can you show me maybe? Absolutely not? Okay. So, did you know you were dying? Did you know you were dying in the very beginning? But you knew you were dying towards the end because you'd always talked to the doctors, right? Was it 5 people that knew? 1 person that knew? 3 people that knew? Is Kirsten one of the ones that knew? Are you the one that's flicking her lights at her house? And you're also doing some with the radio in the car, huh? Yeah. He said you already figured it out that that was him talking to you through the radio. Now, ghost boxes can have static, the white noise, but it causes massive fatigue, like just gives you a headache right away. There's some apps that have it, but they don't have any noise, so you're not listening to shh, hello, shh. It's just crystal clear. I would suggest using one of those or even a bell that's tied to a piece of string out of the draft so that when he's there, he can ring the bell and you can have yes or no questions like once for yes, 2 times for no. Because a lot of times, if they use all their energy to flick the lights, they get nothing left to do it again. So I'd rather have shorter conversation but longer. He says he loves you and he misses you because I'm getting all steal roses right now. But he says she's smart as a whip. Nothing gets by her. Nothing gets by her. Like, have you gone to like one of those dinner things where you have to solve who done it?
Mystery dinners.
That's it. Yeah, a who done it mystery dinner. Because he's like, she'd be so good at that. Devo, you can keep asking if I can read you. I can, but we're fair here, so we like to give everybody a chance, and I don't pick the reading, so you're going to have to wait patiently because each time I end with a person and doing their 1-question reading, we start all over again and we just pick one, but I'm not the one picking. She will. Okay, Devo, so saying that's going to keep repeating that's not going to help you. Bestie?
Yeah.
Okay. You're right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Hold on 1 second.
He said, okay, no worries, thank you.
Yep.
Um, well,
Sent you a message, girl.
Kirsten said, what's cool is Scott and I were both theater people.
Oh, okay. So that would make sense. Did you both work on a murder mystery kind of dinner thing? Like, hey, people, try the veil and tip your waitresses. We'll be here all week. That's what he's giving me in return, which is cracking me up. Thank you. Thank you, Stevie. Thank you.
Sorry. Lynn wants to know, will I eventually get my new stepdaughter to accept me? I've been in my husband's life for 34 years, and she was from just before we met and only just found it is his. She's saying stuff like dad and granddad, and I'm just an add-on, etc. I'm expected to add her to mine, as mom's husband says. I don't know what to do. She is trying to divide us, I'm feeling.
Okay, 1, stepmothers don't have warts. They don't ride brooms. You sort of either are or aren't a good person. And I sort of feel that you are a good person, but again, she's how old? And she feels a little. She feels like she has to walk away from the keyboard, if you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Okay, so eventually get my new stepdaughter to accept it. She will, but it's going to take time. And the more you force it, the longer it's going to take. You should never. It should happen naturally. Find something you have in common. Find something that you both would like to do but have never tried before, be it a cooking class, maybe some yoga, some walking, some meditation. Go have your tea leaves ready. Go have like high tea. Do something fun. I want to say that your husband's sort of like forcing the issue, and that's where the problem's coming from because she feels like she's being forced to do it. Like, you say you're sorry right now. Like, oh, yeah, that's an apology I want, right? She's saying stuff like, dad, this is what I don't understand. from just before we met and only just found it is in his. So there's abilities that runs on his side of the family. She's saying stuff like dad and granddad, and I'm just an add-on. Okay, so the feeling is that you're being told that you need to add her to your family and make her family and not step anything. I get it. But she doesn't want to add you, so it's tit for tat, right? You can't come at it that way. So say if you both came from prior marriages and there's children in both marriages, you should discipline your own and he should discipline his own. But it's a building thing. You have to go nice, nice, nice. You need to seat her. Yeah, exactly. You have to sit her down and have her talk like, you're an adult. You want to be treated like an adult, then you have to treat other people like an adult. You give what you get. You get what you give. Say what you mean what you say. Life is too short to think that, oh, I'll sort it out another day. But you also don't want to sit there and poke her and poke her and poke her to try to force it on it, because that's not a relationship that's built naturally. Think back. Remember those days when your friends would set you up on a blind date and they're like, oh, you're a perfect match. The two of you would like this, and you get there and you're like, okay, I believe my hair is on fire. I gotta go, right? And you're like, your friends, what made you think that we'd work together? Well, you're both like, funny and charming people. Yeah, like, some people just aren't meant to pick for other people. You know what I'm saying? She's just the type that needs a little bit more coaxing, but like, all right, so how like you have to make your father or your mother think it was their idea before like they were sold on the idea. Like you have to make them think that they came up with the idea, if you follow me wrong, right? It has to happen the same way. Like you have to give her enough space and subtle hints, so that she thinks she came up with the idea, and you're just going to have to suck that up, because she's looking for power and control, and your husband seems to be pushing the issue, so she knows that's a bidding point. And again, the more people try to bother you, force you, and bully you, the less likely I'd be to fill that order, because I'd be like, yeah, it's not going to happen that way. I'll do it when I'm ready.
Can I say something? I think, as Lynn Palmer said, she's trying and she isn't. I would stop trying.
Okay, so listen to me. Your kid, your husband, your spouse leaves milk in the bottom of the glass every single time you walk by the sink, and now you're going bonkers, right? But you've yelled at them, you've spoken to them, you've raised your voice, you threatened them, and nothing happened, right? Because they're used to you going off, right? Say nothing. And when I say nothing, I mean nothing. Like, are you okay? You hungry? Well, you going to start dinner? Just don't say anything, because when you stop talking to them, you're no longer giving them the game plan.
Exactly.
So it's like, oh, I know you are, but what am I? And so your retort would be, oh, I know you are, but what am I? Listen, just don't say anything. Just go, oh, or you could do the simple thing like, oh, interesting. Okay, you do you. And then just walk away. And then when she has to actually earn her attention, because I only reward for good behavior, when she has to have her attention, she'll learn that she has to earn it as a reward. So if she wants to spend time with you or have a conversation with you, then it's got to go both ways. Right now, it's a one-way dead-end street, and it has to be her way or the highway. She's going to learn in the real world it's a two-way street, and you have to yield, and there's certain ways that you're only allowed to park. So again, by saying nothing, you're saying volumes. She'll come around, but again, your husband has to stop forcing it. And if he doesn't understand, be like, hey, I need you to do the laundry. 2 minutes later, go, hey, I need you to do the laundry. 2 minutes, hey, I need you. And when he's going to go, you're driving me crazy, go, and that's why she don't like me. Because that's
just let it go for right now. She is trying to upset you, but if you show you it's not upsetting you by not saying anything, not trying anymore, she will start to come around.
Listen, all you parents out there, listen to me, and I'm being very serious. Stop catering and bowing to them. If they want something, they have to earn it. The same way we have to earn it. You don't see money falling off of trees, do you? We have to earn it. Guess what? They have to earn it. And if they want to go, well, unless you do it my way, I'm not going to this. Be like, okay, but you're still going to have to pay for it anyways, because I'm not paying for that stuff. That's what you wanted. If you don't go, it doesn't matter to me, but you're still paying for it because you made me give you the money for the tickets. You still owe me the money. That's how it goes. That's the real world. Hard, cold facts.
Yep.
So,
all right, let's move on to the next.
gotta get tough. Get it tough and keep your line. You draw a line in the sand. Don't give in. When you say no, guess what? There's nothing after no. Hold the line, and then they'll stop trying to take advantage of you so often, because if you give it to them once, they take an inch, they take a yard.
Drink water.
Thank you. I know I keep drinking it, but I gotta drink more.
Catherine Kirkendall. Will I move?
Did you just discover or find out in the last couple of weeks that you needed to move? Because I feel like it came on all of a sudden. But there's a good plan and then there's a bad plan. The bad plan is you're going to wait to get all your stuff in alignment as you get closer to the deadline. That's not the plan to take. You want to start planning today. Every day, check the ass.
You're welcome, Len.
Exactly. You should listen. You married him. You didn't marry the family. Okay. But if she wants to have mutual respect, it's got to be earned.
Exactly.
You can give her the benefit of the doubt, but listen, that's not going to work for you. You just earn it. Sorry. Catherine, you can't be a procrastinator in this. You have to check everything every single day, because I feel like if you wait till the last minute to start packing stuff and secure stuff, you're going to miss this really good apartment. So if you stay active right now, like presently active looking for stuff, there's going to be something in the next 3 weeks. So if you have like a lease questionnaire or something, like an application that you have to fill out, start filling them out. If there's a standard one, just fill it out. If there's like a company you use, get the paperwork from them and start filling it out. Because in 3 weeks, so that brings us to
middle of September.
Yeah, like the middle, second going into the third week. Yeah. And that's not the usual time that people move. Usually they move at the end of the month or the very, very beginning of the month. But for whatever reason, this is becoming available. It's at a better rate than if you had tried it the beginning of the month or the end of the month. And there's something really unique about the kitchen window. So I don't know if it's particularly sunny. Is there like a little garden box outside that you can grow like herbs? But there's something very specific about this kitchen. So like you'll know it when you walk in to look at it, you'll be like, okay. And as soon as you see it, like, yep, this is it. You're gonna know. But like 3 weeks. That's me put them all of them, and I'm not really. I have 2 kids of my own. Yeah, listen.
Can I help with anything?
Lynn, I have children, adulted children, and my house is not covered with photos of my kids left and right. Would you say that, Bestie? Do you see any photos of my kids?
On the refrigerator, but that's about it.
But I turned them into magnets. That's it. I mean, I got a tattoo of them on my back. They don't have their names on them. People go, why don't you name them? Because I know who they are. It's just a little weird. He's forcing happy harmony, and it's not selling very well because they resent him for something else. So, and I have to err on the side of caution because we're live and anybody can watch this. Like, oh, to my stalkers, see you. Boop.
Let's see. Next one. I just gotta find it. I gotta go back.
Okay. Girl, life happens and we make plans and God goes, nice try.
Pat Pat Cars. I'm feeling disconnected from everything. Please draw a card for me. Thank you.
The reason why you're feeling disconnected right now is because this month has 2 moons. It's very draining, which everybody should be drinking or increasing their water intake because you you feel run down. You feel like, Jesus, like, have I sat down once in 4 days or whatever? Oh, girl, you should make sure you turn your notification on so you know when we're live because we'll go live. We go live 2 times a week now, and it's whenever you exchange energy, you get more thirsty or thirstier, and you require more water. So if I've done a reading for you, you're usually thirsty for the next like 24 to 72 hours. Let's see. I'm sorry, Pat, that you're feeling disconnected. I think it's just the shift of energies. Usually we have like the full moon for the month, and then you have a shift of energies, right? So it takes a few days to adapt properly. And with 2 moons, it's a lot. It's like rush, 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 rush. And then when you sit down, you're like, when you get so tired, like you order dinner and they show up and the waitress is like, who ordered this? And you're like, I don't know. My husband's like, you're the one that ordered the fish. I'm like, did I? Oh, that was great. Thank you. Thank you. I don't remember ordering the fish, but okay, whatever. Let's see. Where does Spirit want us to go with this? All right. Woo. I threw out a card. Let me see what we got. 6 of Air. Things are looking up. The end of a difficult situation. Taking a trip. So I see a little R&R for you. A little vacation. A little. It's not going to be a long one. I don't want to get your hopes up. It feels like it's going to be like maybe a 2 or 3 days. So that would probably be, like September 3rd. I think that's the long weekend. You also got the 9 of Air. Expecting the worst. Self-fulfilling prophecies, sleepless nights. Girl, if you feel disconnected, you ain't sleeping either. Guess what? I haven't been either, but I'm up all night crocheting. So if the light's on, I might be home. So make sure you like and follow our page, which is the Purple Diamond, Not Your Average Medium, and turn your notifications to on. That's all social media platforms. I was on all social media platforms before they had platforms, okay? I'm that kind of old. The third card that came out, because again, usually I said pull a card and Spirit threw these at me. A very happy family life. Financial security, finding magic in the little things in life. So again, don't be so worried about how much money is being spent. It's the sentimental value. For me, it feels like you're going to find something that will become your new niche. Something that you do all the time, like whether it's you grab a cup of coffee and a croissant or a cookie, you take like some crochet or a book to the park. It's warm, but not too warm, not too cold. It's comfortable. You have your coffee and your breakfast there. You read your newspaper, whatever, and you get to spend some quiet time with yourself. And that's great. That's absolutely great. You can also try meditation. People, kids are going back to school. You got to find yourselves a hobby, right, Brookie? Or you're going to end up pregnant. So find yourselves a hobby.
Josie, does my daughter have a message for me?
I'm getting a mail that's coming through. Did you just attend a barbecue or some sort of like a pig roast, like something that would have taken all day, like smoked barbecue? Because that's what I'm getting, and it's a male, and he would have been known in the family for his barbecue, like he was the grill master. Oh wow, he wanted to be called the grill master too. That's fun.
Brooke says, I swear on my life, no. LOL.
Okay, so back in the day, you know how we have the gas grills now? Back in the day, it would have been a charcoal grill, and it's not an egg shape. It's like, it's square, but it's got, the little vent on the top. Is this sounding familiar to people? This was his grill to be the grill master. That was his grill.
She said, my ex-husband.
Okay. Like good with the barbecue sauce. Like, I'm just saying, if you got this recipe, you might want to make us some and send us some. We'd be interested. Might become famous. did somebody have his chicken recipe, or somebody's making chicken, calling it their own, and not giving him credit? Because that's what I'm getting out of this. I can see why it'd be so important to cut in front of other people that he had to tell you this. Barbecue either just happened or it's coming. And of course, like I said, what is it, 2 weeks to that long weekend? It's like us trying to explain to kids what a rotary phone was. You know what I mean? Like, it didn't have a button, you clicked it and the flame just came on? No. So how did you cook it? They don't understand. It's charcoal. You had to do the lighter fluid. You had to burn that off so your food wouldn't taste nasty. The whole thing. Just keep it in the back of your mind. So if you can't identify with it, it either hasn't happened yet or it's about to happen or you can't think. People will swear, oh, you're redheaded aunt. And I'm like, I don't have a redheaded aunt. And then my husband go, Auntie Helen. So we all get our Oprah aha moment. So don't worry about it. Yeah, Eileen, like this moon, these 2 moons are killing me. Next.
Is it okay?
Yeah, like that's all I can tell you. That's what they're giving me. That's what I'm giving you. I'm sorry that she didn't want to come through, but this male felt that it was important that he came through with this. When it happens, you're going to be giggling and nobody's going to know why you're giggling about it. And this will be why you're giggling about it.
Regina Fiora, does my mom or dad have a message for me?
You're going to have to get a little bit more specific than that. Do they have a specific message for you? Like, because Spirit's telling me, like, could you narrow that down? Like, why don't you just give us a big blank check? Is it something specifically you're talking about with the house? Because that's what they're saying. It has to do with the house. Like repairs or redoing the bathroom. There's something that you're redoing. You're like, do they have a message? Like, you're afraid that you're going to have offended somebody. Yes, what? Yes, it has to do with the house. Mm-mm. Oh, that's the card. Okay. 8 of air. An illusion of being trapped. Lack of self-confidence, afraid to take action. Okay, so you're afraid to pull the trigger on this thing?
She inherited the house.
Okay, but are you afraid to pull the trigger on this and make it your own because you know how you inherited it? You've been there a few times. It's okay to take something that you've inherited and make it your own. It's okay. You don't like, guacamole green for the bathroom or the kitchen? Get rid of it. Make it red if that's what you want, or pink, whatever color that floats your boat. You're the one that has to live in it. This is your castle. This is your sanctuary. So you have to make it for you. They understand that. But somebody's saying, please, Lord Jesus, don't do plaid. Wow. Somebody really doesn't like plaid. Do you have a lot of plaid? Flannel, plaid. I feel it. Okay, well, does your brother wear a lot of plaid? Because there's something about the plaid. Maybe that's why they don't want you to choose plaid, is because it's a lot.
Yeah, she's not. No plaid, LOL.
No plaid for you, but your brother might have plaid. And listen, if you inherited the house and you own 57% and he owns less, dude, you still get to listen. Houses that you inherit, what furniture, whatever, it isn't the same gorgeous furniture that still had the price tag on it. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes we have to do things to adjust it so that we can make it palatable and livable for ourselves. But I do feel you're going to redo that room, and you need to stop hemming and hawing about it, because I feel like he knows you're going to hem and haw, and that's what he's using against you. So you just have to be. I'm painting it blue. Get over it.
Okay, so we have about 6 minutes left.
Again, make sure you like, share, follow, and turn your notifications on for live paranormal. The Purple Dahlia, Not Your Average Medium. That's on all social medias, as well as Paranormal Interests. It's the
All right.
same group of us ladies, so that way you know what's live.
Do 3-card pull.
So here's what we do when we run out of time and not enough people got readings. You're going to either choose the number 1, the number 2, or the number 3. I'm going to choose a card, one card for each number, like 1 for 1, 1 for the number 2, and 1 for the number 3. But you have to pick your numbers now because I don't trust you people.
All right. While you're doing that, Eileen wants to know, will my son and daughter-in-law ever have a baby?
Yes, but not through the traditional methods.
I'm saying 2 too, Brooke and Eileen and Kathy.
I'm saying I want to do 1, but somebody's telling me to do 3, so I got to do 3 because like the 3 is just pulling me in.
Pat,
Hi, Heather Fenton. How are you? Is anybody here new to our page and new to coming to the Life Paranormal and watching us, the Purple Dahlia? And by the way, if you're new here tonight, I'm Lisa, the Purple Dahlia, Not Your Average Medium from Fitchburg, Massachusetts. And this lovely lady to my left, that's Bestie in the Bestie booth, the one, the only, the OG, the original. So others can try to duplicate, but if it ain't her, it ain't
and
her.
I'm from PA. Corey said 1.
Ricky's from PA too. We're gonna do a meet and greet soon. Do another investigation. Okay. Card number 1. Tell me when to stop, Bestie.
Stop.
Okay. Shuffle, shuffle. But keep it fair. Keep it fair. Okay. Let me know when to stop.
Stop.
Okay. That's card number 2. I shuffle them each time. There's no way we're going to get the same cards. Actually, I can get the same cards all night. They just have different meanings. And here's the card that I'm choosing. This card 3. And that's the one we got. All right. So card 1.
Brooke goes, I said stop in my head the same time you did. That's funny, Brooke.
If you chose the card number 1, this is what I'm giving you for the week. It's the Ace of Earth. The inflow of abundance, a promising business venture, important documents or contracts. Like it seems like I want to get like the about time that check showed up, about time she paid me back, about time, like that we start to get this business venture on the way. It's like procrastinating or promoting it. It's time to promote it. You can't procrastinate anymore. Ready? Card number 2. Where's all my 2s? Where's all my 2s?
Me.
Okay. The Lover's card, Bestie. You got the Lover's card. Intimate relationships, carefully weighing your decisions, good health. So this means like everybody's jumping everything on your plate. Like you can't be in 3 different states at the same time. We tried that. It didn't work so well. So you have to just accept the fact that you can't be everything for everybody. At some point, you're going to have to make yourself happy first, or you're making nobody happy. So just know that this is a situation where everybody is having too much on their plate. And you're going to have to pick something. Pick and commit. But make sure you're trying to please yourself first, because you're the one who has to look at yourself every morning in that mirror. So you can, unless they're emergencies, your emergencies, and your emergencies become their emergencies really aren't emergencies. Remember that.
All right. Card number 3.
Drum roll. King of Water. Trustworthy, compassionate, respected, and cultured. I'm not the cultured one. I am who I am. I am who I am. Open your heart, and mind to those around you. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice. Charity work. Now, everybody always gets confused with this charity work. Charity work you could sign up to help take care of the homeless. It just means be do good or pay positivity forward. Maybe there's like a veteran in front of you when he's ordering a coffee. You know what? I want to thank you for your service. I got it. Well, no, you don't have to. I know you don't have to do it. I want to do it. Thank you for being an outstanding American. Ding,
Yep.
ding, ding. Good karma credits, right? Because you don't want anything in return. You're just doing it because you can. You should, but some people say, girls, we've seen those outfits. Just because you can doesn't mean you should, right?
You should, yep.
This is one of those situations like, damn, I should have done this. Yeah, you should have done it. And I do it all the time, whether I stop on the side of the road for a kid selling lemonade and drop like $40 in there. I've just given them an opening for stories to go on for centuries, because remember that
It's
time
funny you should. It's funny you should say that, because we're driving back from the family barbecue yesterday, and we were talking about how thirsty we were, and we were going to stop at a store, and there was 3 kids selling lemonade for charity.
You have one chance to be a hero in a child's life. I'm thinking, instead of complaining about traffic and being thirsty, how nice is it that you went and you overpaid because they were absolutely darling and they worked so hard on that lemonade, right? But it tasted pretty good. And you know what? They're going to tell their friends. They're going to tell their mom. They're going to tell dad. They're going to tell Nana. They're going to tell everybody. And everybody's going to know about what a good deed and how it felt. Sometimes, even though we're donating money, we get more back in return by just donating it to them, because we get the warm and fuzzy. It's the feel good thing. And that's how you get good karma credits, because you didn't look for anything in return. You just did it because it was the right thing to do. You had an opportunity.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to be a hero today.
All right, guys. We love you all. We're going to end this. Pay positive.
Please,
forward.
unless they are your immediate family, let the people in California contact their immediate family and throw a text out. Don't be calling the cell phones, because especially after that major earthquake, oh my God, I hope everybody's okay. It feels like Armageddon. First Hawaii, now California.
Well, first Canada, then Hawaii, now California.
Yeah, and I still have no blueberries. Yeah, it is what it is. We love
Good
you
night.
all. Pay positive forward, okay?
Be part of the solution, not the problem.
Okay. I love you all. And don't forget, make sure you can throw it on my
Take
page.
care, Grandma Lisa.
But on the Purple Diet, let me know what kind of name you think I should have my car, because I'm thinking Karma's going to go for it. Grandma? Grammy's okay. I like Grammy too.
Grammy's good. All right. Good night, everyone.